Hello YouTube! I'm outside, as you can see. Making videos wasn't hard enough, so I decided to add an extra layer of complexity to the whole thing. So yeah, we've got moving sunlight, we've got harsh shadows, we've got sounds that can come and go as they please. It was a nice day, so I thought, why not get out? The main reason I wanted to come and film this video today was that I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I use day to day and have done for about 11 years being a professional freelance filmmaker. I know on YouTube it seems like everybody's trying to sell you something, and it might come across that way here, but I don't have any corporate sponsorships. These are all my own opinions, and I just hope that it's something that you guys might actually get some use out of. Most of the time I'm a solo shooter, so these are things that I end up using almost all the time on every shoot. So yeah, without any further ado, let's jump into it. The main... Hold on. I need to look at my notes. YouTube videos are hard. I need notes all the time. This is ridiculous. Right, okay. I've checked my notes. We'll see if we can get this one in one go. The number one thing that I think everyone should have on every shoot, regardless of whether you're a solo filmmaker or you're part of a larger crew, is some kind of multi-tool. It doesn't matter what department you're in. They are just so useful. I personally have a Leatherman. It's actually in my pocket right now. Hold on, do I get it? Literally goes with me everywhere, every day. In my opinion, you want to get one that has a good mix of everything. Scissors, screwdrivers with both flat and star heads on them, a knife as well. Mine also has pliers, which is really useful. A decent one will set you back about £100, which, whenever you consider the fact that you're going to have it for years, is honestly nothing at all. I have lost count the number of times that my Leatherman has saved me on a shoot. I'm able to tighten up squeaky chairs in an interview, tripod plates, open difficult packaging whenever I'm doing like a little bit of set design or something. And I'm also able to hand the scissors on my knife over to anybody that has like a couple of stray threads on their outfit or whatever. Regardless of what kind of shoot you're on, they're just invaluable to have. So definitely, that's my number one recommendation. So next up we have not one item, but a bunch of different items. The only way I can describe it is a bunch of audio consumables, because they're the kind of things that you use once or twice and then that's it, that's the use that you get out of it. So the main reason I have the audio consumable kit is because I have a burning hatred of seeing improperly used lav mics, or even worse, the magnetic or clip-on audio transmitters. I've seen an increasing number of sit-down interviews, like not internet content, as in like actual sit-down interviews where people have got the Rode mic just dangling off of a t-shirt or something, and it just looks bad. Don't do it, guys. So the whole point of the audio consumable kit is that I'm able to use it to pop a lav onto a sticky mount or into a little piece of foam or onto a bit of moleskin, and use that to hide the lav on a person, just to get really good audio quality off of the lav. Again, these are things that you use once or twice, and then they're destined for the bin, I'm afraid. Individually, these things are fairly cheap, maybe between £5 to £20, and you usually get a bunch of them within a kit. And you just sort of build up your kit, use them once or twice, and then you're able to crack on with the rest of your shit. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me, guys. The light was changing position too much. I had to move the camera. What's next? Right. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't like having stuff just roll about my bag, like rolls of tape, my audio consumables, batteries, all of that kind of stuff. I don't like it rolling about my bag. It's going to hit into lenses, it's going to scrape stuff. My kit's already battered enough as it is. So I use organizational pouches both in my bag and just for my kit in general. For about 7 years, I used to just use any old pencil case that I could find that was cheap in a supermarket. And they worked fine, but they disintegrated so quickly, they just weren't up to the task of all of the stuff I was putting into it. You know, awkwardly shaped rolls of tape, awkwardly shaped audio packs, awkwardly shaped cables. So yeah, those things disintegrated so fast, and I just had to find something else that was a bit more sustainable. A few years ago, I remember seeing ads for a company called Cord Bag, and they make sort of reinforced pouches that are specifically designed for filmmakers like you and me. And these things are designed to be rugged. They're designed to, take a beating. They're designed to have awkwardly shaped items in them. But I could just never justify the price tag. And that's when I started to do a little bit of research and discovered workmen's pouches. You're sort of able to put whatever you want into it because it's designed to take sort of spanners, hammers, screwdrivers, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, did a bit of research and I came across a company called Vito Pro Pack, I think it was. I turned around to my family and I was like, I want some of these for Christmas, and lo and behold, Santa brought some to me one year, which was excellent. Actually, hold on right there. I have a couple in my bag. I'll show them to you now. I can only hold them in one hand, but this is what we're looking at here. Sort of these absolutely rugged cases. They're absolutely fantastic. You can see I've got some tape there. I'll put in a couple of like video inserts so you can actually see what's going on. But there's literally my audio consumable pouch. As you can see, excellent. Got a nice zip there, and you see all the stuff just sort of hanging about in there. I've got one for my Sennheiser wireless kit and another for cables. I think these go for about £52. I could be wrong on that. I'll double check. I'll put it up on screen. But yeah, these are absolutely fantastic. I've been using them for years. They're showing absolutely no signs of wear and tear, despite what I put them through. They're absolutely fantastic and definitely a very budget-friendly option compared to the cord bag ones. Whenever you sort of rack up the cost of 5 of those compared to 5 of these, it's a no-brainer, really. Right, so one of the most exciting things that I have on my list is a set of Allen keys. I have mine. They live in this little Peak Design pouch. Hang on, I'll come closer to you. This is what my Allen keys live in. It's terribly exciting stuff. You've seen them before. I literally just got a bunch from a hardware store. I don't even know if you can see that. Yeah, picked a bunch up from a hardware store, just in the most common sizes that fit for my kit, my tripod plates, my tripod itself. Yeah, from experience, the last thing you want is a loose tripod leg that you can't tighten up because you've left everything at home for tightening it up. As I said, I have no recommendations for a particular brand of Allen key. In fact, I don't even know if there are Allen key brands. Just get whatever fits your kit and pop it in your bag. So the next thing on my list, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to add it in or not. It's one of those things that it just seems so boring and mundane. I mean, Allen keys aren't exactly the most exciting thing now that I think about it. But in terms of being a solo filmmaker, it's one of those things you never need it until suddenly you do. In my own kit, I have a set of Velcro straps. I've got reusable cable ties. I have bongo ties. I love bongo ties. I personally like to have cable ties that are reusable, you know, the ones that you can like tighten up and then loosen again. I've found them absolutely fantastic for whenever I am on like a multi-day shoot where sometimes we're given a set of comms and you're meant to sort of like put it on your belt loop or whatever, and you're connected up into the AV system in a venue, but instead I have just cable tied it to my tripod leg, and it's just dead handy. You know, one of those push to talk systems. Yeah, that's what I use those for. I love having a set of bongo ties. You can never go wrong with those. They are absolutely phenomenal piece of kit. They're literally, bongo ties are literally just, wow. About to get caught doing a YouTube video, very cringe. They're literally just bits of rubber with sort of like a bongo drum sort of shaped bit of wood that you just loop around stuff, and it's got this natural friction that holds stuff in place. And I have lost count the number of times that I have used a bongo tie to attach an audio recorder to a mic stand or put a set of curtains up out of the way for an interview frame. Velcro straps as well are unbelievable bit of kit to have as well. Again, I've used them to sort of tie up curtains out of the way, tidy up cables. I use them on all of the XLR cables that I have in my organizational pouch for my cables. Yeah, absolutely fantastic little bits of kit. All of these things are just so inexpensive and small that really you should just have a couple of them just in your bag at all times, because they will get you out of a pinch whenever you need it the most. There we go. You guys better appreciate this. That was so much work to put on. Right, finally, and probably most importantly, in my opinion, on this list is stuff to keep you dry and warm. It doesn't matter whether you are a solo shooter or part of a larger crew, you will not last long in this industry if you are constantly frozen to the bone or soaked through. I'm speaking from experience whenever I say that being dry and warm is honestly the number one priority, especially whenever you're doing outdoor shoots. I mean, this is obviously just me, but having been part of larger crews, doing drone work on the film and TV industry, there are times you are just sitting, waiting on the side of a mountain or right at the coast, and it's just the worst, stormiest day, and you just have to sit it out and wait for the right moment to be able to shoot. Often as a solo shooter, you're going to find yourself out in the middle of a field, on the side of a mountain, wherever your client has sent you to capture whatever it is that you're meant to be getting. You will learn very, very quickly, especially if you live and work in the UK and Ireland like I do, that you're going to be battling the elements at all times. So very early in my career, I would just rock up with a cheapy raincoat, pair of trainers, and just get absolutely soaked through it, and I was miserable. Invest early in your career into a good set of waterproofs and warm clothes. If I had to do mine from scratch, the number one thing that I would get first is a good pair of waterproof boots. Mine are leather, but there's also a layer of Gore-Tex in there. I have never once had wet feet since getting these boots. I always pick up most of my outdoor kit in clearance sales, so I don't really have any sense of brand loyalty. I've just sort of got a bunch of Rab stuff because it's good quality and it was all on really, really good price whenever I bought it. What I will say though is that if you're in the beginning stages of your career and you need to get an outdoor kit together, make sure that you do put good money on this stuff because you want it to last a good 10 to 15 years. There's no sense in buying a new coat every 8 months whenever you could buy an expensive coat that will last you almost your entire career. The reason you want to spend good money on this stuff is that the warmer and drier you are, the more pleasant you are to work with. It's as simple as that. It makes a big difference for the people that you're working with, whether it's clients or part of a larger crew. Yeah, nobody wants to work with someone who's frozen and grumpy constantly, so definitely get stuff that will keep you warm and dry, and honestly, you'll thank me in the future. There you go, guys. That is my list of essential gear for solo filmmakers. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the things that I've said. Let me know in the comments below as well if there's anything that you would add or take away from the list. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this sunset, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.